And welcome to the chat on Newsday Amarillo and News Channel 10-2. I'm David Lovejoy.
Good morning. I'm Rhonda.
And I'm Chuckalicious, Chuck Williams.
Good morning. We're joined this morning by Megan. Megan, how are you doing this morning?
I'm good. Thank you guys for having me on.
Anytime, anytime. Well, we'll jump right into it. Megan, tell us about what's going on.
Yeah, so we wanted to just come on today and visit with you guys a little bit about our new nonprofit organization that we formed at Amarillo Hearing Clinic called Amarillo Hearing Foundation. And just kind of talk a little bit about the foundation's intent to provide affordable hearing health care for our senior citizens in the Texas Panhandle.
You know, the recent move by the Biden administration to kind of relax or change the rules when it comes to hearing aids, I didn't realize until I saw that and heard more about it, that how expensive hearing aids could be. I mean, it is just, it blew me away because, you know, you don't think I need a hearing aid, but you look at those sort of things. Is that something that you're seeing a lot of where people have put off taking care or working on this problem because of the cost of it?
Absolutely. We see patients come into the clinic on a daily basis that they come for the solution of treatment for their hearing loss, and they walk away without treatment because it's such a significant investment. It does take a big chunk out of healthcare expenses for our senior citizens. Medicare does not cover any part of that expense, which is why it's such an important thing for us to be able to help provide that for, especially for our senior citizens that are living on a reduced or fixed income, because there is no financial assistance for them.
You know, to me, it seems as though it's almost a slap in the face. Medicare takes care of part of the problem, but it doesn't take care of the whole thing. It's just like trying to buy a pair of readers in Walmart instead of going to the optometrist. What's the big deal with that?
Exactly. We were really disappointed. We had hoped for the last year that we would be able to actually see Medicare help cover some of the actual healthcare expense. But what they did in an attempt to try to address this problem was they took healthcare out of hearing.
Right.
And with the significant correlations that we know about with unaided hearing loss and cognitive decline, removing healthcare is the worst possible solution.
It's almost like moving it backwards.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah.
So if it's a huge expense, and I have my father that deals with this, what are some tips that you give to clients, patients that could possibly help them not need hearing aids so quickly in their lives?
So unfortunately, hearing loss is a part of the aging process. It's about healthy aging, not necessarily the avoidance of amplification. Some tips we can do is protecting your hearing from noise. Noise exposure, noise trauma is one of the leading causes of hearing loss, in addition to age-related hearing loss. So, hearing protection when you're mowing the lawn, weed eating. Our motto here at the clinic is when in doubt, block it out. So if it's too loud, it's probably too loud. So we can start that early intervention just by, turning the headphones down. Don't go shooting without hearing protection. It takes one shot from a gun to permanently damage your hearing. But unfortunately, loss of hearing is a part of the aging process.
Hearing is one of those type things, especially you see it in the elderly. It causes you to withdraw.
Absolutely.
You pull away from people. As this group you formed, and as we see this in our society, what are some ways we could support and help people who are having a difficult time or facing a hearing loss?
Yeah, so, Rush Limbaugh famously said that hearing loss is the only disability that people don't have patience for. And it's so true. And especially during the pandemic, we saw a lot of people coming into the clinic who wouldn't have come otherwise just because of the lack of communication because of the masks.
Right.
So slowing down your speech, speaking clearly, making sure that your family members and friends with hearing loss have good visual information. That is so important. You can see speech understanding go from 0% to 80% just by giving them the ability to see your mouth while you're speaking to them. So little things like that at home are always a really big help, but the only treatment for hearing loss is a hearing aid.
Once again, how can we be a part? How can we be a part of the support in this group and find out more information?
Yeah, so through our foundation, we accept donations from community organizations. We work very closely with other organizations that support our senior citizen population, community donations. You can go to our website. We have a link at amarillohearing.com where you can donate directly. Right now, we have about 35 units that we need to fit on patients who are on the waiting list. And we anticipate that this year our financial need for funding for amplification will meet that $200,000 mark.
Wow. It's a great way to include someone. And like I said, there's so many things separating us now in this world. Hearing shouldn't be one of them.
Yes.
We should have that space. AmarilloHearing.com is the place where you can help out or you could seek support for your hearing loss. Maegan, great information. Thank you so much for your time this morning.
Thank you guys so much for having us on.
Anytime. You're more than welcome back anytime. Remember, that's AmarilloHearing.com. Help a loved one, help yourself if you're having issue with hearing. We'll take a break. We'll be back with more chat right here on Newsday Amarillo and News Channel 10-2.